Who likes circles?
Oh.
Perfect. Put a little bit of thought into this, but you know, kind of like the overall essence of our Evolver events, they kind of emerge organically as they go, so that's what I love about them. I have absolutely no idea how it's going to come together, and by the end it's just, wow! That's amazing. So thank you for everybody who's shared their amazing gifts, and for everybody who's come to share space and be present with us. I wanted to get everybody in the circle because I feel like circles are a key to solving a lot of our problems. In the circle, we get to see everybody, we're all equal, and there's nothing between us. We get to be ourselves, we get to share ourselves authentically. Our planning meetings, we try to stay in a circle. We always open with our weather reports and share how everybody's been doing, get us into that heart-centered space so that we can connect and see each other more authentically and honestly. I'm going to pass this around if anybody would like to connect with it. So to kind of close the evening out, I feel like the circle kind of brings the balance back to the masculine and feminine a little bit, and it moves us away from this hierarchy that we've created in our culture. And also recognizing that, I want to say, the power hierarchies that we live in. There is a difference between power hierarchies and natural hierarchies that exist. So when we're in the circle, we all get to contribute equally. So I handed out the quiz at the beginning. You guys had a chance to go over it. I actually didn't realize I used the word quiz until I printed it off, and I went, no, it's not a quiz. People feel about having quizzes. It was a little survey that was in a book by David Data. James already mentioned his work, called Intimate Communion, Awakening to Your Sexual Essence. And in it he presents a framework for masculine and feminine archetypes that really resonated with me. I quite enjoyed his book, and if you're interested in his work, I highly encourage you to follow up. He has quite a number of books and amazing reads. So the quiz was pulled out of that book, and it's kind of just a rough idea to start to get you to look at one perspective on masculine and feminine sexual essence. And I didn't put the scoring card on there, but basically the A's, the A's correspond to the feminine perspective, the B's correspond to the masculine perspective, and the C's are a more neutral response. So you can add up the A's, the B's, and the C's and kind of get a rough idea of where you fall. Again, this is just one perspective of it, and he presents the idea that, again, we all have both essences, the masculine and the feminine essence, and that we can all play within that spectrum and the continuum. And he presents the idea that we all have somewhere along this continuum where we personally feel most comfortable, most at home, most fulfilled in ourselves. Certainly we can, move around between them, and also that masculine and feminine energies don't necessarily have to be specific to people even. They can be places. He talks about New York and Hawaii, and I also feel like Calgary is a very masculine, energetic place. Hawaii being more feminine, New York being masculine. It's that go, go, go. You kind of get swept along with the pace of everything just happening so quickly. Very direction-oriented, focused in that aspect. And actually, through the whole night, I also thought it was interesting. I don't have any experience with other languages very much. English, I've always been fascinated by other languages like French and Spanish that have masculine and feminine built into their language. And before I got into all this, I thought, how do you call like a lamp or something masculine or feminine? But I feel like having it built into your language opens you up to the ideas of the two different essences a lot more. So The quiz is kind of for your own thoughts, for your own feelings, just to kind of think about it. He also talks about how you can have layers of you have layers of programming that you need to kind of work through to get out what your essence is, especially being in a society where the masculine has been so destructive lately. We can tend to suppress those expressions within ourselves because we see what the sort of fallen aspect of it is and how it manifests itself in our world. I don't really want to talk too much. We had a great discussion already, and most of the things that I wanted to get into have been talked about. So, just being respectful of the time in everybody's evening, I'd like to pass this feather around. We're going to have it as a talking feather. If you feel called to share, I would like to hear from everybody. That's what I find so amazing about the circles, is that it's not about your opportunity to talk, it's about getting so many opportunities to listen to everybody else, to listen with your ears, to listen with your heart, and to receive from other people. So I'm going to pass this feather around. This feather I received at the completion of my vision quest that I did last summer. And I feel like the vision quest, or the rite of passage, is a really important aspect that allows us to move into more divine expressions of masculine and feminine into adulthood and really embodying what that means. So I'm going to pass it around, and I'd like it if everybody shared either something they would like to give to the group or something that they have received this evening. Something that you'd like to give to the group, or something that you'd like to, or something that you have received from the evening. And just being respectful of the number of people and the time. If it's a word, if it's a few sentences, we'll keep it brief. If it's nothing at all, that's totally fine as well. So I'll pass this along.
Newfound purpose and intention, and new friends.
I found empathy and love through the work that we saw at the first programs. So it was very grateful.
Find beautiful community, find family. Thank you, everybody. Thank you for sharing his reality, because it's my reality. Thank you. We can create beautiful reality.
I found new outlook and views, new friends, new abundance, and give my love to everyone. Thank you.
The evening, I guess, is just basically about community, love, and acceptance for everybody.
For me, it's been another exercise in personal growth, sharing all the love that I have to give, that I have in my entire life. And I thank you all for letting me share with you today.
Love and light.
I feel as though I have received an ever deeper understanding of community, feeling community. And I also feel as though I received a reminder of the trust that I can have in people around me. Thank you.
I'd like to give my gratitude to all the people who came today, especially the people who shared. And I feel like I have received and continue receiving a deeper sense of community.
peace and balance begins with me. Thank you.
Sarah, thanks for students and comment. The divine husband. I'm just grateful here. People are really trying to grow and make a difference, and I'm afraid to kind of ever do something like that.
I see perspective and thought.
Interesting proposition. Good more time.
I got appreciation for the perspective from some of the different individuals because it broadens my own perspective and what's being about myself.
It's very good to come together and share because we all have so much. Everyone has great talent, great gifts. Everyone is an expression, reflection.
I would say I found family.
I have received warmth and caring and a sense of community, so thank you.
I'm really grateful this group exists because when I come here, I learn a lot of cool things to think about, and everyone here is so cool. So I meet a lot of really interesting people, make some good connections, so thank you all for coming here.
Today, I really put a big perspective on just my life with, I try to live without resentment, try to live without judgment of others on a day-to-day basis. And kind of the common theme today was there's the body masculine, so that's kind of what I look at when speaking of the body. Just let him know, surrender, without resentment or judgment.
I have something that I'd like to give. I'd like to share my appreciation and my gratitude towards James and Skye and Nicole and and Eileen. And so I just want to thank you guys so much. I feel so much gratitude towards you for listening to me and all the wonderful events you guys put on. So thank you. And also for this lovely bird for giving us its feather. Thank you.
I'm so grateful for the chance to express myself on what came through today and to see how it affected people. And thank you very much.
Dear ones, it is of my highest excitement to see all these reflections of souls playing the game of violence with each other. Thank you.
I received a lot tonight, and a lot of it's been just affirmation of where we're heading in consciousness. So that's really exciting. And what I feel deeply to give from my heart is deep, profound honor and respect for the divine masculine within all of us. and a commitment to more deeply trust that energetic in my life and in the world.
Much gratitude to everyone who's part of this circle and those supporting us to be here, including this bird. I really appreciate all of you and the new friendships that we're making here today. This is important work.
I think what I gain and what I have to offer kind of the same, I suppose, which is acknowledgement, honor, and I see you. Thank you for seeing me.
Inspiration, community, and love.
I think I had a chance to give and receive experience, expression, and growth tonight.
Hearing the different perspectives of what divine masculine and divine feminine mean to different people. It's given me a more clear picture of what wholeness and balance is and how to strive for those in my life. So thank you.
I've received some information and some inspiration, and I've decided to make wrestling a part of my life because I've noticed that that really helps me feel like balanced and grounded and focused.
Gratitude for this community, a deeper awareness definitely of the masculine and feminine energies, and like deeper curiosity of how these outflows flow through my life, how they affect me.
Thank you.
First of all, I'd like to say that question number 3 on this, I take exception to. Just due to the fact that I think it should be a D. Everybody can vouch.
I heard that too.
Okay. I would like to definitely show gratitude for being here for a very unique reason. For the last 10 years, I've been quite surrounded by people women mostly, but people in the divine feminine who lived and breathed in the divine feminine. And because of it, there was almost a feeling of, excuse me, of being, how do I put this the right way? Being pushed down because of my masculinity. And because, because I did not live in that same divine feminine as all these others, because I was more masculine, that wasn't okay. And just seeing now that divine masculine is being honored and that it is okay